Good morning. We're at it again here, finishing up our hallways. Shouldn't take all day. Maybe this morning we'll be done. Well, we've got everything out there done. And came in here, we did in this closet. And we've saved the hardest stuff for last. We got angles on both sides, but it's a 90 and it's going to come to a point, and we got to do door thresholds, and yeah, we'll get it. The end is in sight here. So we're doing our double angled pieces and finish the point. It's done. It's done. We made it. That's the leftovers. Nothing much. Well, we did haul a bunch of little cutoffs and stuff out already, and those are the skinner boards over there. Dad, thank you.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Yeah. Above and beyond.
So what I live for. Besides driving.
Yep. We got some cleaning up to do. We've got a few trims to make, cover up some door thresholds, and I guess I need to run a sander. Maybe Thursday that'll happen. So, yeah, it's going well though. Well, what a project this has been. So we started here on Thursday last week. Today is Tuesday, so it's been 6 days that we've worked on this. Did in here, we did all through the kitchen, dining area, under the stove, all of this over here. We did all of it behind the island, underneath the dishwasher there. We did all through the pantry. Those are narrower boards. All of this through the front entryway. This little, I'm gonna call this a hallway. It's not really a hallway, but it's a hallway. Back here to the boys' bedrooms. Wow, that is a lot of hardwood. So I bought 8 rolls of that underlayment that I put down. They were 100 square feet a piece. I had to use part of the last roll. Now there's a little bit of overlap and some waste in that, and there's a lot left on this roll. So I'm gonna guesstimate that we laid somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 square feet of hardwood. And it looks fantastic. I'm so happy with it. There's gaps, there's imperfections. We're gonna attempt some stuff in here. I had one spot that I kind of really screwed it up. We're gonna mix up some sawdust and some glue and try and fill in some of those in here and then sand it off and see what it looks like. If I really like it, we might do some more out through the rest of it. But we'll see on that. We did the walnut landings there. Those are gonna look really, really good. So we do need to rent a floor sander and sand this down nice and smooth, get it nice and clean. And then I think we're still gonna stain it. So this is the sample board that we had been working off of. That's the intent and the plan and what we've picked everything else on based on that. However, when my wife did look at it, she's like, maybe we should just leave it natural. And that is an option, so we're still debating. I don't know. This is maybe a little dark, but I don't know if I want to leave it natural as it is. So we'll figure that out quickly because we have to. And probably next week's project, staining and sealing. I'm hoping maybe the end of this week or over the weekend I can get the sander and go to town here and get a lot done. But it's going to take a while. There's a lot to do. We're going to have a lot of edging to do. And I want to go through and tape off all the trim work so we don't damage the trim while we're sanding or staining or sealing or any of that. And we'll see how it goes. So Dad and I were talking about little things that we need to do. He's going to make those thresholds for me. Those are for these transitions between the hardwood and the tile. There's one here and there's one in that bathroom over there. The other thing is I have the bullnose made up for these steps. And so I'm considering, and in fact I think I am going to put that on this afternoon. Those are all stained and ready to be put on. So I guess we need to work on that while I've got the saw down here. Would be a good idea before we take all the tools back. It is, however, lunchtime. And I'm feeling it. I'm sore. Like literally standing up and down, and yeah, my back's hurting. This has been quite a project, and I'm feeling it from it. So a day off tomorrow to go walk around the farm show will be quite welcome. Okay, well, I'm sure some of you are ready for me to do something other than woodworking videos, that or change the name of my channel to Border View Woodworking. However, we're back at it. Bullnosing on stairs. So I've got the bottom 3 done, and then not from there. So you can see here we're putting this edge on, dressing it up, and it's going okay. I'm not able to get them quite as tight as I would like to be able to, but I think it'll be okay. So it is what it is. Anyway, I'm using my stair tool deal here. There we go. Damaged my drywall while I'm trying to move it around. Set one side in, slide the other side in, and this one needs adjusted slightly. We set it in there, and then I'm using that to cut the length of these because it's really hard to measure with a tape measure and bend the corner around in there. So this works better. Well, I don't know if you can see much difference, but how's that look? Pretty dang good. And I got one on this riser, or the landing and that landing. Look at this fancy little detail. Nice. So now on the top flight here, we've got to come down and then wrap around and then go again wrapped around this little piece here, which is why I did not put the bullnosing directly on the treads themselves. Down here, I could have gotten away with that, but I'm also covering up this edge where some of them have a little bit of a gap, some of them don't, because my bullnose is thicker than the tread. And so since I had to do it on the top, I decided to just attach it to the bottom ones as well, because there's no way if I would have rounded this one to have the mitered 45 corner here and then come around, and you don't want end grain bullnosing. So that's why we did it this way instead of just bullnosing the treads. Dad's working on some trim pieces for me. That T-molding. Look at that. Oh, it fits in there tight. Cool. That's not nailed down or anything, but I'm covering up the edge, cleaning it up. Well, those they really dress up the edge of the stairs there. Makes it look really nice. And I may not be perfect, but you'd be hard pressed to find a better joint than the ones I'm making there. Yeah, don't look at this one. Look at the one on the walnut. Like that's pretty good. And I got the little return one there too. For comparison, I can show you what the professional builders that built my current house did on the stairs there, and these are far better. So see what I'm talking about? My joints were better than that. Anyway, I don't have any on that first step there and the top step here and the top because the posts have to go in yet, and I'm not entirely sure how those are going to work for the railing here. And so the builders actually, or one of them is coming up, they said after 5 today, to check stuff out. So I was going to ask him about that a little bit before I finish that. But bullnosing is on, almost. So in the pantry here, I had a spot where I kind of screwed up some boards and had some gaps that I wasn't real thrilled with. And there's a few other places throughout the house that have that scenario, but Dad and I were talking, and he said, why don't you mix up some glue and sawdust and putty in the gaps, and then we'll sand it off and see if we like it. And if we do, we can do some more. So I am trying that. We had that shop vac that was sucking all the sawdust off of the saw when we were cutting boards, so I just grabbed some of the dust out of there. And we're just kind of mixing some glue into it until you get a little bit of a paste or putty. And then we, there we go, smear it into these cracks. I should have a trowel or something, but I have a shim. And we're going to try it in the pantry here. I'm going to get the hand sander, or the orbital sander, and sand it off tomorrow, and we'll see what it looks like and if we like it. And if I do, then we can fix up a few other places out in the main part of the house that I was not thrilled with how they looked. But that's better. All right, well, the builder came and said, go ahead and finish off the bullnose. We'll cut it out where we need to. So, like here, I'm not putting a return on because there's gonna be a post. It covers that corner up. And there'll be a half post on that side, and yeah. So, anyway, we're done with that. We're done, we're done, we're done, we're done. Time to turn the lights off and to go home. In the not too distant future, I will already be home. Oh, I'm excited for that. Again, a huge thank you to my dad. Like, I cannot, thank you is not enough for the amount of effort and time that he put into this floor and for helping me lay it and for making it. I mean, he's got more time into making the boards than we do into laying the boards. So I am very, very thankful and appreciative. It is not lost on me how much effort he put into it. So anyway, I promise you tomorrow, no more house videos, floor videos. Tomorrow is the Fort Wayne Farm Show we're going to. So it's actually started today, runs tomorrow and Thursday. And we're going to go tomorrow, probably be there in the mid to late afternoon, or early afternoon we'll get there. We're going to leave here late morning. So I think we're taking at least one of the boys. I'm not sure about both of them. And Brock's going to go with us. So we'll have a good trip. And I'll try and film it for you guys. Thanks again for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. And if you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. Tomorrow farm show, we'll have some time to do a little bit on that tractor in the morning, I think. And then probably Thursday, I'm going to have to go back to sanding that floor. So, but Brock might be around Thursday. Well, maybe we'll get another Brock special then. So, and he'll be around tomorrow. So, thanks everybody. See ya.